When I was little, I grew up with Barbie and Disney movies. I always asked my parents to play those movies for me whenever I had the chance to, and I'm sure every little girl in here does the same too. I always find fictional characters very role model-like and very inspirational. In Barbie, for example, they always encouraged us young girls to dream beyond limitation and also pursue our passion. This Barbie also has its famous lines that says, "You can be anything." Diversity also plays a huge role in Barbie, so every girl feels represented. Additionally, Disney also shares the same value. While Barbie mainly focuses on women around the world, Disney focuses on everyone and every gender. Disney often brings up that to become a hero, you have to make your way through it. Because being a hero is not just being a person with an honorary badge or a status. To be called a hero, your action towards yourself and others have to reflect the attitude of a hero. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Aisyah Thoriq, and it's truly an honor for me to be able to speak and share my story here today this afternoon. Do you know that it's not just the person around us who could shape our strength, but stories that we carry in our hearts could do such thing too. A fictional character, born from ink and imagination, could be more than just a name on a page or even a face on a screen. Through their courage, passion, flaws, and triumphs, the character could offer hope to the readers. They tell us that we too can endure. According to the scientists from the University of Toronto, reveals that those who read fiction tend to have more empathy to what others are feeling. To the readers flipping pages late at night, or watching a movie after a long, tiring, hard day, that character could be the reason they go through their day, could be the reason they stay. And by being a hero does not always mean that that person have to be perfect at all times. Just like us, we have our ups, we have our downs that we have to face it every day. And we could not just let it go like Elsa said, right? From Disney movies to Barbies, what else? Rom-coms, yes, romantic comedy movie. Some of you would probably wonder how could possibly a character from a romantic comedy movie be one of my inspirator or my hero that I look up to in life? Well, let's be honest. Whenever we heard the word romantic comedy, the first thing that comes to our mind, it's a story about a girl. Then the girl meets a boy, and then the boy turns out to be annoying, and then they fell in love all of a sudden. Not forgetting the dramatic misunderstanding between them both, or specifically in the airport. But there's this one romantic comedy that I really love and would always watch. But first, let me say this famous line first. You got into Harvard Law? What? Like it's hard? Yes, that famous movie line is apparently from the movie Legally Blonde. Released in 2001, starring Reese Witherspoon as the main character, Elle Woods. At first, Elle Woods was described as the girl in pink, in heels and in her pink sunnies, and with her chihuahuas. She's also happened to be a queen of her sorority in Los Angeles, California. At first, she got dumped by her snobby little boyfriend, who decides that he wants to go to law school. And of course she feels heartbroken, but do you know what else she do? She decides to go to law school as well. Not just any other law school, she decides to go to Harvard Law School. During her process into getting Harvard Law School, she realized that she's more than just her looks. She realized that she could be a girl with a Harvard-level brains and also a main character energy. Sounds like a dream, right? I know. And watching Legally Blonde as a girl who loves fashion from the bottom of her heart and also want to have that Harvard-level brain, I realized that Elle Woods was the right girl to look up to. Why is that? Because at first, everybody underestimated her that she would ever succeed in law major, especially Harvard. But during her graduation speech, she proved that she could do the impossible without ever changing a little bit of herself. She stayed exactly who she was, kind, intelligent, and bold. And she proved them that she could get into Harvard Law School without ever dimming her sparkle. From watching Disney movies, Barbie movies, Legally Blonde, I've realized that being underestimated is a secret superpower. Why is that, Aisyah? It's because sometimes people only see the Disney dreams, the Barbie energy, and the fashionista and glam side of me. But do you know what they did not see? It's the fire and the spirits underneath. But I do, because I know that I've worked for every single step, every moment, every win, and not forgetting every lose. Because I know behind the dream, there's passion, and behind the sparkle, there's strategy as well. And I never lower myself down into getting into anyone's expectation of successful or anyone's idea of serious. Because I know I can do everything that I want, and I know that I could be what I want in my own style and also in my own way. And you know what? They don't have to approve. They don't have to understand. Because I know who I am. And you, every single one of you in here, have to know who you are too, because you have to know your worth, just like Elwood said. And I know that I can do it even though the path isn't so clear. Because all I know is the glow isn't just for the show, but the glow is made out of passion, persistence, and also belief. And the next thing you gotta do is let them doubt, let them watch, and prove them wrong. I'm Aisyah, and thank you.